Just one, and my draft is 529, with Union County Improvement Authority constructing, it says Biosolids Processing Facility. I just have 4 questions on this. What is a biosolids processing facility? Where in Linden is it going to be? And how much is it going to cost overall, or what estimate? I assume that it'll be bonded. You know, what's the idea about bonds? And who's going to be paying for these bonds, or will there be fees or whatever? How much will the taxpayers be paying? That's about it.
Thank you. I'll call Mr. Dan Sullivan from the Improvement Authority.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Freeholders, happy to answer the questions concerning the Aries project in Linden. I have a couple of gentlemen here who can help me discuss that, but first off, it is being constructed at Tremley Point in Linden at the site of the Linden Roselle Sewerage Authority. This is a partnership between the authority and Aries, and we have someone here who can explain the project itself. The involvement with the authority, we were asked by the Linden Roselle Sewerage Authority to participate probably about a year ago. And I got a call from the executive director, Dave Brown, there. So we have been involved in terms of trying to get the project off the ground. We are only doing the financing, as you will hear in a moment. This does not involve any county dollars. Does not involve any county guarantee. There's no impact on the taxpayers of the county whatsoever. So to follow up with the other questions, I'm going to invite John Drakowitz from the Gibbons firm, who is bond counsel for the authority, who can answer some of the other questions as it relates to the financing. And I also have with me Mr. Phil Generelli, who is the project consultant for Aries itself, who can explain what a biosolids facility it actually is. John, why don't you come up first?
Thank you.
And John Drakowitz from the Gibbons Law Firm. It's my pleasure to be here today. This transaction will involve the issuance of revenue bonds by the Union County Improvement Authority. Those revenue bonds will be strictly non-recourse to the Improvement Authority, meaning that they're not financially liable to make payment on the bonds. The documents will be strictly worded to ensure that there's no financial liability to the Improvement Authority. The bonds will be utilized in an amount not to exceed $50 million. The proceeds of which will be loaned to Aries Linden LLC. Aries Linden LLC will be the sole party responsible to repay the bonds, and the bonds will be secured from revenues being generated at the facility through contracts that have been executed in connection with the biosolids facility. Also to note that the County of Union will have no financial responsibility in connection with this facility. So therefore the authority nor the County of Union will have any financial liability in connection with the project. And strictly a loan be made to Aries, secured by the revenues from the facility. The bonds will be issued as tax-exempt obligations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to make it clear that the authority itself is not having oversight over the construction. We have no involvement whatsoever with that part of the project. And at this time, I'd like to introduce Phil Generelli, who is with Aries. He can certainly answer any questions as to the project itself and how it's going to work.
Thank you, Dan. And thank you, freeholders here. There's a question of what biosolids are. It's very simple. The Linden Roselle Sewerage Authority is a biosolids facility. It processes sludge. That's what it does. It takes waste treatment from the city. We are going to be doing, hopefully, part of that, but also processing sludge from third parties. It's a bioorganic facility. It is not incineration. It is actually destroying sludge. And when we destroy the sludge, we actually make a product from that called biochar. We sell the biochar. And as Mr. Drakowitz said here, our revenue comes from tipping fees on the front end, and hopefully we make money doing that on the back end. went to the authority looking for assistance in getting private activity bonds, in which they have done, and that's why we're here tonight.
Excuse me, Mr. General, you said it makes a product from the biosolids, but I didn't hear what that was.
There's a byproduct from the entire process. It is commonly known as biochar. Biochar. Heavily concentrated carbon. It's black. And normally we try to sell that to markets in lieu of fly ash. And our customers that would do that, this is very similar, this is a very small amount of revenue in the back end, would be to replace fly ash in concrete, in bricks, things like that.
Thank you.
Hope that answers your question. Happy to, if there's additional questions.
Madam Chair?
There was,
Yeah. Now, there is a few other facilities in Union County that generate or deal with slush. Do you handle this any other place other than this facility that's going to take place in Linden?
At this time, we have contracts with haulers who actually go out and pick sludge from many different places, and they will be bringing that to our facility. So we don't have contracts directly with those producer generators. It's with haulers. They have contracts with those facilities.
Okay, so some of the words, how big of facilities are going to be in Linden to do this? In terms of square footage?
Square footage, we went to Linden Roselle because they had a 20-year-old building, which they were not utilizing. So it's inside of that old dewatering building that we will be housing the entire system. Footprint is less than 10,000 square feet.
10,000 square feet.
It's the same size as the building that's there. We're not expanding the footprint that much.
Is any hazards to the point of view in terms of, for individuals?
No,
Exposure to this at all whatsoever?
not at all. We had to
More
go.
than it has now.
No, we had to go through the entire permitting process of the New Jersey DEP, and we had to explain everything we were doing to them, which we're happy of the 7 or 8 permits. I think we've got them all. The last one was the air permit, and they have recently given us a draft of that. But we had to go through that entire hazardous issue with them over about a 1.5 year period.
So when are you ready to go, once you get the approval of the loans?
We hope to close July.
Probably August, end of August.
The end of August?
This year.
Yes. Start construction maybe after Labor Day. It would take about a year, hopefully be in operation by the end of next year.
Wish you luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
any other questions for Rick? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Sullivan, thank you.